Welcome back everyone. So in our previous training, we learned that how we can create the account in Neo4j and how we can configure the cluster. We downloaded the Neo4j desktop application and we configure it and we tested some configuration and created the local database. So in this training, I will let you know that how we can leverage already available data in Neo4j site and how we can query the data, how we can analyze it, and how we can enhance our skill for the Cypher queries. So what I will do, I will click on this open guide. So you can see the instruction windows appeared in front of me on my left hand side. Let me make a bit bigger here. Okay. So once I click next here, then I have pre-populated Cypher query for creating the movie data for me. So once I click the play button here, then query and a graph is rendered. So before we analyze the graph, let's analyze that how this query is created and what type of the data this query has. So you can see here that this query has the list of the movies, right? Uh, the year in which that movie has been created and the tagline, right? So then we have the name of the actors here, uh, and then we have the relation that which actor has acted in what movie, right? And then we have the list of the actors who acted uh, uh, in that movie. For example, we have the list of the Matrix movie, and we have different name of the roles here, right? And this is the name of the character who acted in the movie, right? And this is the name of the director who directed that movie. So this is how we created a basic information and relationship between different type of nodes. So in our overview section, we can get the information that how many labels we have, how many list of persons, or what the count of the movie we have, and what is the count of the director. We can further get this information once I will click on this database icon on my left hand side. So you can see that I'm getting the total count of relations, the list of the movies, and the list of the person. So once I will click on this, then I'm getting the list of the person, and once I will click on this, then I will get the graph here that in which movies that specific character or the person has played the role. So let's analyze that graph. Let me make a bit bigger. Okay, so once I will click on this node, then I'm getting a very basic information here, that what is the name of the character, what is the year of the birth, and we can append further information when we are creating that node, or think about our RDBMS. So in RDBMS, we can have a table for that specific node, and we can have a lots of other related information. So once I will click on that node, then I can get the basic information or more detailed information about that specific character or the specific node. So let's click on this node. This is the name of the this is the role, right? In which movie this specific person played what role. So I'm getting the role information here, and I have the ID. As I said earlier, that we can have the separate table for this specific relation as well. And once I will click on this movie, so it is providing me information that what is the movie name, what is the title, what is the tagline, in which year this movie has released. So this information is self-explanatory. So this is the name of the character. Okay, so this character is building the relation with this movie. So before we build the relation with this movie, then what the role this character has played, and what is the name of the movie, right? So once I will click on this specific movie, then I will get all the relevant information about the characters who have played the role in that specific movie. For example, who directed that movie, who reviewed it, you know, and uh, uh, who who reviewed it, and further list of the characters. So actually, this is a graph database which provides you the information about the relations, about the nodes, about the properties of the nodes, about how your nodes are linking with each other. So this graph database has different methodology as compared to your conventional database. So before we deep dive with the data analytics with this knowledge graph, let's review the data which was rendered first time for us. Right now we have the graph view and we can have the table view as well. So in the table view, we can visualize the data in shape of JSON, and we can download the CSV as well as JSON for the data we have, and we can analyze the data in text shape also, and we can build our understanding that how the relations of each of the node is building, and then we can download the code here. This is a Cypher query, the whole code, and we can copy this, and we can paste it, and we can change as we want. So because this is a graph database, and before we analyze the data, we need to visualize that how or what is the behavior of that graph is. Because if we don't visualize or we don't have the understanding about the behavior of that knowledge graph, then we will not be able to query or analyze the data accordingly, right? So in order to understand the behavior or visualize the data, we need to see the schema of that knowledge graph. So what I will do, db dot schema dot visualize. So once I click this node, then this schema rendered in front of me, which is giving me the information that a person, which is the name of the actor, can direct the movie, can write the movie. This graph is about the movie, right? So this person can direct, write, and produce the movie as well, and review it, and also can act in the movie. So I am building the understanding that how this graph is building the relation with one node or uh, other nodes, and I can query my data accordingly, right? So whatever the graph you have, you first need to visualize this schema so that you can analyze your data in more efficient way. So notice here that once we clicked on this acted in node, then this query is rendered for us. So this is the Cypher query, and this is what the syntax we have. I will let you know that from where you can build understanding, because in Neo4j site you have complete guide about the Cypher queries. So let's build our first Cypher query and try to query the data what we have at the moment. So first I will write the match here, match, and then I will say a is the name of the variable where I would like to hold the person, and in the person I am looking for the name which contains the value new raves, who has acted in the movie, so this is where I'm basically building the relation with actor, actor with the movie. So here I am saying that in which movies this actor has worked on. So I will again declare the name of you know the name of the variable, and I will specify the movie, and at the end I will return the whole data. So let's run this query and see that what the result we will have. So you can see here that we had the whole list of the movies in which this actor has worked on. So you can see here that this is the whole list of the movies in which that specific actor has worked on. So this is a very basic syntax of the Cypher query, and if I translate this Cypher query with my conventional query, then it will be just something like that. Select asterisk from movies where a person dot name is equal to whatever the name of the person is. But this is not the optimized way to write the query. So we will write this cipher query in better optimized way. So what I can do, you know that I hold the information of the person in my a variable. So if I uh, mention a here and would like to get the name, and if I would like to get the year of the birth, then I will specify uh, the syntax after return just like that, and I will have the information accordingly. And if I would like to return the whole node, then I will say a and return me the uh, list of the person only. So you can have the list of the same person because that's a part of our where class. And if I click on m, then I can get the list of the movies only in which this actor has worked on. So uh, you can write your Cypher query in much optimized way by specifying the name of your variable. But for example, if you're writing more complex query and you have multiple match statements and your query keep getting more complex, then you will forget that what the name of the variable you have specified with each of your match statement. So in order to simplify that problem, there is a usage of with keyword. So I'm going to you know carry forwarding only the name of the um, person only, right, which is in my a variable. And now I'm returning m, whereas I am just carry forwarding the a only. So once I will run this, then I will receive an error which is saying that variable m is not defined because I am not exporting the m here. So once I will click and mention only that node which I am exporting, then I will have the correct information for me. So let's analyze that graph further, and I would like to see the list of all those characters who have worked in the movies in which New Reeves has worked. So, for example, if I would like to see that who has directed the movie, what are the other characters who have worked in that movies on which New Reeves has worked on. So, in order to fetch information through Cypher query, I need to introduce one another match statement. So, I'm going to copy this one and paste it here, and I will write the match statement in a way match m, which contains the list of all the movies, right? Provide me the list of all characters. That should be in this bracket, and I will store that information in this variable, which is nd1, and I'm going to return that variable here. So now let's run this query and see that what the result we are getting. So you can see here that I got the list or name of all those uh, characters who worked in the movies on which New Reeves has worked on. So write, let's modify this statement bit further, and so that we can see the data in better way. So let me run this again. So you can see here, now we can see the data in a better way. So if I go here and let's expand any of the node, let me zoom in further, just a moment. Yeah, you can see here that this is the matrix, is the movie, and I'm getting the information that who has produced that movie, who is the director of that movie, and what are the other characters who have worked in that movie along with New Reeves. So with this match statement, you can write or you can analyze your graph in a better way. So in our next video, we will keep writing the Cypher queries, and we will cover more complex scenarios. We will write the sub queries. We will write that how the scalar functions or the aggregate functions work with the Cypher syntax, right? So for now, that's it. So we will cover further scenarios in our next video.